Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Toronto shifting younger last season had an effect, and Pascal Siakam said, quote,
Boy, some great young talent, Allie. Thanks for that. So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Tobias Harris out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Maxey, then there's DeAnthony Melton, and it's Embiid in at the center position. And for the Raptors, Trent Jr. and Anunoby out on the wings. Barnes and Siakam serve as the big men as they go small. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Yeah, don't make a habit of this. We've seen games where Embiid shoots 20 free throws or more. He is so good at getting himself to the line.
And Embiid drops them both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Here's Siakam. That one falls.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Melton passes to Embiid. Toronto grabs the miss. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
They're taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Here's Van Vliet. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Embiid's got 6.
No slowing Embiid down. He powers right past the contact.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
And the basket by Siakam.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Embiid's shot is good. Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
Here's Van Vliet. And he banks in the layup. Van Vliet's gotten his second bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Van Vliet with it. Picked up by Embiid. And then Siakam with the jam.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
From deep, Melton. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Here's Barnes. That shot off. And some solid defense from Towns. Trent against Melton. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Toronto trailing. Trent outside. Back to Van Vliet. Anunoby against Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Harris against Anunoby. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Melton. And here's another one for the Sixers.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Melton. This one for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Melton's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
2 minutes left in the first. 2 minutes.
Van Vliet against Melton. The open shot, Barnes. Oh, no good! Unable to end this run. Philadelphia has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc.
That 2020 draft was so deep. Tyrese Maxey going 21. Maxey is already a premier scorer. A steal that late in the first round.
Toronto calls timeout. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Young, he's checked in for Toronto. Ben comes in for Trent. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The kick out to Van Vliet. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the 3. Tyrese Maxey, part of that loaded 2020 rookie class, Richard.
At the top of the first, Anthony Edwards, he is an absolute star. So is LaMelo. Last pick of the first round, Desmond Bane can absolutely play. Like Maxey, though, Isaiah Stewart, Saddiq Bey are great picks in that 20 area.
Pass to Anunoby. Here's Ben. Back to Anunoby. There's the triple. And no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. 43 seconds left in the first. Here's Melton. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul of the game. And the Raptors with some changes. Achua comes in for Siakam. And Boucher subbed in for Anunoby. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Harrell. Here's Ben. And again, no good by Toronto. Melton against Van Vliet. Launches a 3. And the 76ers another 3.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Here's Van Vliet. Oh, and Towns with the block. A big-time effort for DeAnthony Melton, providing a lot of energy for the 76ers. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the 76ers. So, on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. They've got Tyrese Maxey. Joel Embiid is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Tobias Harris, and it's Melton in at the 1. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, "I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in. Guys?"
He's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. Good on both. And between Jason Kidd and LeBron James, RJ, you played with some incredible passers in your day. What was that like, running alongside those guys?
Well, it's just amazing. Jason Kidd, LeBron James, these guys can get you the ball when you don't even know that you're open. That's what's fun. And it's even more fun kind of sitting back and watching them and seeing how they read the floor. Two of the greatest to ever do.
First free throw is good. When you think of the 76ers, Richard, they've had so many Hall of Fame players.
Allen Iverson sticks out to me. Growing up, I loved watching AI play. And then when I entered into the league, I was competing against him. If you grew up in the 90s or 2000, AI was the guy that just kind of changed everything for you.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Harris against Barnes. Back to Trent from outside the arc. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Melton passes to Embiid. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
Tipped away. Here's Trent on the take. The shot's good.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Siakam, he's checked in for Toronto. Anunoby comes in for Barnes. Here's Embiid. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. For Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. The 3. Anunoby can't get it to go.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harris. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's Benton. Melton covers. Stolen by Melton. Here we go. Pass to Towns. Now here's Harris. He's covered by Siakam. Here's Embiid. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Embiid's got 14 points.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Trent with it. He just could not put it together in that loss to Philadelphia. Oh, stolen by Harris. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Embiid. And off the glass. That one's good. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Siakam can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Towns. Here's Maxey. Towns passes to Maxey. Another shot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Shooting over 80% from the line during his career. Embiid is not only one of the best free throw shooting centers in the league today, he's one of the best all time.
And the Raptors with some changes. Young, he's checked in for Boucher. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Banton. Here's Trent. And Embiid with the block.
Every year he's a defensive player of the year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Siakam.
The defensive instincts of Embiid, his focus and commitment on this end is impressive.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The Sixers again can't hit. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
And Toronto calls time here. Well, we've got a lot of players seeing their first NBA action. Richard, do you remember your rookie debut?
100%. You want to know why, Ryan?
Please do tell.
Because I still have the box score to my rookie debut. And ever since then, when somebody gave me a framed box score, I kept it because it's just a beautiful thing to have is your first game. So anytime I have a rookie on my team, I take the box score from him, I hand it to him, and I'm like, hey, frame it. Remember this. This is your first NBA box score.
And what did that box score have to say about your rookie debut?
It said that I scored like 11 points, and we beat the Pacers, and Jalen Rose had 40 on us, but that was my rookie year, and we led the Eastern Conference from start to finish.
Towns for 3. Shoots over Anunoby. That's good from Towns on the assist from Embiid.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Van Vliet against Embiid. Looking to end the drought. And the layup is good by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's gotten his third basket of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
For three, Maxey. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Trent outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
The 76ers making a switch here. Milton is checked in. Maxey, that's good.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Outside Barnes. Pass to Van Vliet. Beyond the arc. And Milton pulls it down.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Maxey against Van Vliet. And the Raptors miss again.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
For three, Maxey. The shot no good. And so it's Philadelphia firmly in control. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. When does this guy cool off? I mean, he's been stringing together multiple monster games lately. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball, getting great looks, and of course they're knocking down shots. I mean, that's the point of the game, isn't it? Jack, right? That's the point.
Obviously.
Jack, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero basketball. They need to sharpen up the attack.
And
just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. And it's Siakam in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Back to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Siakam. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Embiid. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
The team just loves to see Embiid fired up on offense like this. They really rely on his scoring ability.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges. Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Here's Siakam. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Melton passes to Embiid. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And the NBA always tinkering with the rule book, Richard. Any rules you'd like to see changed? The Richard Jefferson effect?
No, a lot of people ask me about the 4-point shot, and I just tell them, Do you see where Steph and Clay and Damian Lillard are shooting from now? Where are you going to put a 4-point shot? All we're going to do is reward those guys for a skill that they already have. And I think sometimes you also have to look at the impact that it will have on the game of basketball. If you just have kids trying to shoot these shots or trying to see where they can come from, then you have no idea what it will do to their skill impact. So I don't think that would be a good thing for the game of basketball.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, there's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product. Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Back to Van Vliet. The floater. The rebound by Melton.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And that one, good. Maxey's got 7 points.
Coming out of the break red hot. I mean, they have yet to miss a shot.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And you know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Here's Benton. Maxey covering. Anunoby against Harris. They need this. Anunoby can't get it to go.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Embiid passes to Towns. For three, Maxey. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass. Recapturing possession so he could take it right back up.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Harris. Melton outside. Fires for three. Can't get it to go. Shooting 8 for 10 now. Here's Ben. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. He has 6.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Greg.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
From deep, Melton. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the 76ers. Who poked away. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And some changes here for the Raptors. Achua's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Boucher comes in for Anunoby. And it's Flynn in for Fred VanVleet. The 76ers also with a sub. Harrell's checked in. Here's Benton. Maxey covering. Benton can't get it to go. Philadelphia is gone. Only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 11.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Achua passes to Barnes. Here's Flynn. Melton covers. And Maxey, the bucket on the assist from Melton.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Down low. Can they get it? Achua with the dunk.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Trent, he's checked in for Ben. Tucker's checked in for Philadelphia. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Oh, we talk about Harrell's high level of activity. They're demonstrating it with a great block. And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Outside Barnes. Back to Flynn. Pass to Trent. Achua up top. The three from Barnes. The rebound by Maxey. Lets it go from 11. And the miss. And so it's Philadelphia. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. P.J. Tucker is out there with Daniel House. Then there's Shake Milton. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Maxey in a 2-guard. All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on you. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college in Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have, obviously the college championship. I also got Athens in 04. And look, just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost in the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe, then Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
Here's Flynn, covered by Milton. Here's Porter. Doesn't go for him. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Here's Maxey. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Things started to click for him in the second half. You can tell the focus and the intent is all there.
Niang, he's checked in for the Sixers. And the NBA last season introducing a 100-camera system that allows for a video game-like presentation with virtual angles. It's pretty cool. Video games used to chase the league. Now the league's kind of chasing the video games.
Yeah, well, this is where the future is heading. It is so cool to see all the different angles that you can now see a basketball game from. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it exciting. And the NBA, they're doing the right thing.
And I know scouting departments are using them as evaluation tools as well.
Oh, they're always going to figure out a way to scout more and to evaluate more because it helps them when they're negotiating players' contracts.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Flynn, covered by Milton. Puts one up from 19. Flynn's shot is off.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Here's House. The three-pointer off the mark. And that's a foul called on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor.
For Toronto, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Outside Porter. Here's Flynn, covered by Milton. Well, Grant, this is the business you and I are in. NBA has a couple of years with existing TV partners. How much are we going to see things change with the next deal, you think?
Oh, B.A., this is interesting as this continues to evolve. I think as people's viewing habits have changed in the last 10 to 15 years, I think live sports and the NBA game is still something fans love to see in real time. I think also the fact that we can also attract a larger audience is exciting. I don't know how it'll all play out, but I know it'll be fun to follow and watch as we go.
Pass to Young. Now Porter. Back to Young. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Banton misses from close range.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Here's Harrell. Again, Philadelphia.
They're really working the paint now.
Toronto shooting only 23% so far. Inside. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Pass to Harrell. And a nice finish on the layup. Harrell's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, Harrell should take this any chance he gets. He can consistently punish you inside.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
To the right side.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Here's Flynn, covered by Milton. Now here's Young. And Milton pulls it down. 1:46 left in the fourth. Here's Harrell. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
Here's Benton. Back to Flynn. Young inside. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the 76ers.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
Count that one.
Montrez.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Pass to Benton. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And the basket by Harrell.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
No good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Brian.
I ain't slamming, I'm grinding. Any way you put it, I'm SG with it. I'm a super grinner.